What's good, y'all boys? Kayvon Rashad. I'm gonna help y'all boys get fit physically, spiritually, emotionally. Listen, bro. Don't worry about her body count. You wanna know why you don't need to worry about her body count? Because she's not gonna tell you the actual number. She's not gonna tell you the actual number unless she has something to prove. Think about it. What does it benefit? How does it benefit a woman by her telling you her body count? Women know deep down when they tell you their body count, there's a mental note, subconsciously you're disqualifying them for a relationship. Women know this. Everybody knows this. Deep down, when a woman tells you her body count, this shit won't even be that high. You know what I mean? But she already knows you're subconscious, you're going to disqualify her for a relationship. You might still talk to her, you might still want to rush her, crash, but at the end of the day, you probably won't take her serious depending on that number. But let's be real, bro. Let's be real, bro. It doesn't really matter, bro. Because one, she ain't gonna tell you the actual truth. So you're never going to know the actual number. She's never going to tell you, oh yeah, I've been with 50 guys. What does it benefit her to tell you she's been with 50 guys? It doesn't benefit her. It's not gonna benefit her at all. And she knows, okay, she's not getting no fucking brownie points because she's telling you her body count. And secondly, why does it matter, bro? Why does it matter? My rule of thumb, as long as she's clean, she ain't got no STDs, and she's never been one of my partners. That's me. That's just me. You know what I mean? You can call me a simp, you can call me a cuck. Of course, you know, I wanna peep her behavior, you know, how she moves. But again, you will never know a woman's true body count. You just will never know. So what? You're gonna stress yourself out. You're gonna worry yourself to death trying to get her body count. Let's just say she does tell you the body count number. What does it benefit? What is the benefit of you knowing it? Right? What are you gonna do with that information? It doesn't matter what number she says, you're still gonna feel some type of way about it, bro. She can tell you it's 10 guys, bro. You're gonna be projecting, you're gonna be trying to do the math. You're gonna try to multiply this shit by 3. You're gonna be thinking, you're gonna be self-conscious, you're gonna be thinking like, damn, 30 guys? You know, you're gonna be comparing yourself to those dudes. Oh damn, was his, you know, digging stick bigger than mine? You know, was he digging her guts out? Like, these are the things you're gonna be thinking about. Right? You don't need to worry about those things, bro. Focus on the type of woman she is, bro. Does she have motion in her life? Does she support you? Is she your helpmate, bro? Is she doing things for you? Is she respectful to you? Is she following your program, following your mission, bro? She should be in submission to your mission. If she's doing those things, what the fuck does the number really matter, bro? Does the number really matter, bro? Does that shit really matter, bro? It doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Of course, you don't want no woman that's just been with everybody in town. But even still, like, you just never know those situations. You know, maybe she was trying to get a relationship by those guys. She felt the only way, right? Those guys maybe told her lies, right? They may have told her different lies. Of, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And they never got it. They reneged. Maybe she's been in a lot of relationships, bro. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, bro, like, you do not need to focus on her body count, bro. Right? As long as she's healthy, as long as she ain't been with none of your friends, your partners, or people you know closely, it doesn't really matter, bro. This is my personal opinion. I think you should take this approach too. It really shouldn't matter because you're going to stress yourself out, bro. You're going to worry yourself to death trying to figure out this woman's body count. And we all know no matter what the number is, you're going to feel some type of way. She tell you a high number, you're looking at her in disgust. You're judging her. And you already know women don't like to be judged. Women want to be understood. She tell you a low number, you're going to be like, oh, she lying. She ain't telling me the truth. Why ask? I've never asked a woman their body count. It's so crazy because a woman would tell me their body count, and in my head I'm like, sometimes I used to be like, man, why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this? And it's so funny because they'll tell me, you'll get a lot of information out of somebody when they're drunk. You will obtain so much information out of somebody, bro, when they're drunk, right? You might have asked her body count one time, right? She might have told you one number. Y'all get to drinking another time, you know what I mean? Y'all out, y'all drinking, and the conversation comes up. She tells you, the conversation comes up and she tells you a different number. And it just doesn't add up. This is why I don't ever ask. I've never asked. As long as she's healthy, as long as she ain't building under my partners, as long as she's respectful, kind, she following, she got all the boxes I'm looking for checks off. What does it matter? It doesn't matter to me, bro. Call me a simp, call me a cuck. I don't give a damn. The problem what you do is, and I'm gonna finish off with this note, y'all want a virgin porn star. A virgin porn star. You guys want a virgin porn star. That does not exist, bro. That does not exist. You guys want a virgin porn star. You're not gonna find it. That's basically looking for a unicorn, or looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find it, bro. So fellas, you're watching this video, bro. Don't stress out about a woman's body count. Now, you can kind of pretty much tell, how she, just pay attention to her actions, how she moves. For the most part, sometimes there's some women, bro, you're not gonna know. You would never know. You're looking like, damn, she's like an innocent girl. But she done been around the whole way. She done been the whole way and back. You got some girls that they come off as that way, but deep down they ain't doing nothing. But for the most part, you can kind of tell just by how she moves. Is she a party girl? She's always getting drunk, and she's dibbling and dabbling a lot of drugs. You can pretty much tell, bro. And a lot of times when women get drunk, they don't remember what happened the night before. That's a red flag. That's my red flag. That's a red flag for me. Like, if I see that you drink a lot, you smoke a lot, you dibble and dabble a lot of drugs, I can't tap in with you, because you're gonna be inclined to do things that you don't remember. You don't remember what happened the night before. That's dangerous. That's super dangerous. And you're a liability at this point. So just pay attention to the signs, bro. You can pretty much tell, but a lot of times sometimes you're not gonna be able to tell. But at the end of the day, if she checks off all the boxes, she does everything you want and all the things you don't want, and she doesn't do the things you don't want, and she's in pocket, she's following your program, she's helping you, she's giving you money, you're a superstar, it doesn't matter. Why does it matter? As long as she builds your partners, as long as she's healthy, that's all that really matters, brother. Don't forget to like my shit, guys. Comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys tap into the programs like I got in the link in the description. Let's get it.